Fired? Have you recently lost your job with a major toy manufacturer? Tariffs got you down? You may be entitled to sharing your story on a major media streaming outlet. We want you to dish the dirt. Call Circle of Jerkz at 900-555-0979. We will exploit you for our personal gain. That number again is 900-555-0979. Circle of Jerkz. Every client gets a cookie.
Oh my God. Figured I'd start the show with that pretty face. No dancing for you this week because you were just on.
I danced my ass off this weekend.
I heard. How much in tip money did you make?
Oh, so much, man! And everyone knows my name. I'll just say that.
Oh, that's amazing. And
I walked down the aisles and I got what Travis wanted. Everyone to know who he was, and they didn't. That's what I got all weekend long.
Travis
fucking Moody.
Oh, I thought you meant Travis that watches our show here. Let's see.
Oh, maybe.
Well, let's bring in since we didn't bring in you to any type of music, we're gonna bring in one of our biggest stars. He's got this theory for the HasLab that I think we're gonna go over. It's gonna make sense. I like his argument here. But we can argue it, but nobody gave me slides to argue against it. So he's going to win this argument tonight. But let's bring to the stage the lovely Harry at Media.
Hi. Here. This is my last fuck to give.
That's all right. We don't really give those here anyway. Because even if we did, I think most people would say,
stop it. Get some help.
I'm pretty sure. Before we get into whatever this shit show is tonight, I literally just put the slides together about 19 minutes beforehand. So anybody watching that keeps joining us, we're just trying to have fun here, keep it lighthearted, but the production value is about to go up astronomically next month. And I'll tell you why, because life is slowing down for like a week or two.
Yes, please tell me why.
Honey, you can't just come in like this. I got to bring you in with music.
Oh, yes, I can.
You know how many people have their dollar bills ready? Come on, man. Be
yes, I can.
Get off the stage. Let me bring you back in.
Go ahead.
Wait, hold on. You're making me do it? All right. Let's bring our one of our sexiest dancers. He breathes life into his clients all around the world. Let me see.
Tony did not dance in any pride parade this year.
Wow, you should be proud of every time you dance.
There was no pride parade.
No, there wasn't a parade this year?
No, we only went out to eat a couple times.
Oh, yeah. You guys stayed at the hotel
for the most part. We went. We only went to the two places we went to last year. Oh, we went to the toy store.
You did?
The new one is huge.
Yeah, they moved.
Yeah,
it's nice. It was like 20, like over 20 minutes away, just over 20 minutes. It was a nice drive, but it's huge. Yeah, it's what Sergeant Reds needs. I gotta say that. My story out here.
Yeah. Do they command a large audience, Sarges? Like, do they have a big clientele base? People travel?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Hey,
yeah,
Tony,
I think he's looking at moving.
Since you're just getting here and your voice is smooth like butter. What?
Butter smooth.
I got my first dark lawn.
From Sarge's?
No, from Top Dog Comics in Augusta, Georgia.
Nice.
I've never. This is the first one I've ever had, even before the classified.
Oh, that's
one.
right. You picked that up there.
Although other people
I forgot to take all these damn things.
I did not.
I failed.
Tony, you had all those made and you didn't pass any out.
I'm gonna email him like Punk did his first batch.
Well, listen, Tony, you want to take over since Spec's not here? You want to say hi to the chat for us?
Yeah, let's see.
Spec said you do it too slow though.
I do. There's a shit ton now though.
All you do is you say the names, highlight it, say the name, run it right through.
Let's see. Okay, you're not highlighting.
Is that Crystal Balls there?
We got Stanley Eberhard. We got the Island Viper saying hi to everybody. Travis Furborn. Triple D's Dungeons. They was there.
You still got to highlight them.
You want me to highlight them?
Yeah.
Stanley. There's you know who right there.
Action Media.
Travis. Triple D. What's going on? And we got Same Time Toys. Shane. He was there hanging out with us.
Nice.
What's up? Evil Dukes in the house.
Your speaker is cracking.
Is it? I think I'm too far away. How about now? Better?
No, it's crackling. Like every time you start talking, it's gonna blow up my ear.
No, it's not like last time.
Oh, gotta do something else. Now.
Well, if it was like last time, we'd say keep going.
Keep going, yeah. Is this distracting?
I don't know.
Evil Dookie.
Yeah.
Got Krusty Old Crow, who should have went. Missed him, buddy. Let's see. It's Tristan. Hello to David R. Minhose. What's up, y'all? Steve Martin's in the house.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Leave that up. They're late. I want to speak to a manager. Somebody gave me a drink called Karen.
Speaking of annoying voices, if you have not gone and watched my Dark Lawn video, please go do. You don't have to watch past the 30-second mark, okay?
Watch my Dark Lawn video.
Nice.
It's always amateur hour over here at Toy Optics. Where the hell are you? Oh, you could make it. That's right.
Yeah.
Talking shit. Action Figure Addict. What's up, Kyle? Said hi to Derek Holloman. Machine Man's in the house.
Nice.
Yeah. E Worthy, what's going on, buddy? MCR here. 610. Yo, Joe Daddy. Jason Steele, howdy everyone. We got Cal Shave here. Let's see. Matt O'Brien, my homie from Arizona. He's here in the house.
You gotta fix the mic, seriously.
Okay. Is the mic going crazy? Okay, well, somebody else do it while I change it. Baldy.
Baldy's the only one that can.
We already we'll say hi to, like, if I highlight you again, you're getting highlighted again. What's up, Derek? Crusty Old Crow. We know that Stanley's here. Did you guys get a chance to meet Stanley at JoeFest?
We did.
All right, awesome. We got Machine Man. We got Matt O'Brien again. We got MCR again. We got Tristan. We got Krusty. Action Figure Addict. Guys, we appreciate all you guys showing up for us. We got Clint.
I meant Clint Jorgensen.
Clint is such a cool name. It's hard not to, like, he's got to be cool, right?
Quick story. Clint comes by me. Boom. He's like, hey, Punk. Oh, my God, I got to see you. And he's like, Clint Jorgensen. I was like, and his wife's there, right? And they got their little kid. And I said, I got to correct you. It's not Jorgensen. It's Clint Jorgensen. And then his wife goes, oh, is this a Punk with toys? I had 4 people say they recognized me by hearing my voice. And I said,
he say what Jorgensen is? Like, is it Icelandic, Swedish?
No, I didn't give a shit.
Even in front of his wife, man, you couldn't ask that question?
Why would I ask? Because she was like, is that what people call you? And he was like, no, just Punk.
Well, we got Tony's Figs is in the house. Tony, did you fix your mic? Still working.
Is that better? Does it sound worse? Does it sound bad?
It's not awful. It's just not great.
But if you're talking all the time, it's crackling.
It's really crackly. Okay, I'll get the headset on.
It's
All right.
Danish.
We got Jeffrey Kimberland. Jeffrey, right? I'm pretty sure that was Specs' joke, and I totally screwed it up. We got Jeremy. All right, we got. I'm starting to see a lot of the same names. Did we say Rondo? Did we say Jason S?
No, we did not.
Jason, we're going to touch on that in a second. Let's see here. If I missed
How about now?
you guys,
Testing,
I'm
testing,
sorry.
testing. Can you hear that?
Oh, that sounds good.
Okay.
That sounds good. U.S. Combat Dojo. Hey, Jerkz.
That wasn't very nice.
And Firefly. No. So when my mom gets home tonight, I'm in trouble. I did not take that trash out yet. Terry, did we lose you?
Nope.
All right. You're reading something. What are you reading? Share it with the class.
Message from my wife.
Oh, okay. Don't share it with the class.
if you must know.
Wait, did you is it another saucy pool pick?
Yes, it was. Kind of.
We still have Club Tarkin going in our message chat.
Oh my God.
Harry has Club Tarkin all to himself.
Oh my God. Listen, we're gonna just go into it. The slides are in no particular order.
Like always.
You guys want to start with what Jason brought up, the Energon news?
That they have sold a.
Wait, maybe I should tell. Should I tell the story behind this real quick? I mean, there's not much to tell. Spec came up with this last week. It was the death of Hasbro, but apparently Hasbro comes back to life, especially with the circle of jerks around them.
Have they though? Have they come back to life?
No. I mean, that's a whole other topic.
I love the first picture where we're all looking sad, yet Terry looks angry.
Always.
He's like, Terry, why are you angry that the cookie died?
We're always angry when
I sent David some new facial photos of me. So.
You sent David some facials.
Sent him some facial photos, yeah.
Okay, good. All right.
Wait, Spec has two left hands. He does.
Yeah, but he always has two left hands. He was born like that. Wait, there you go. Seems normal. You know what? I'm not going to go. We'll get into the Energon stuff. I wanted to see this finally officially dropped today. Does anybody here care about Transformers?
Absolutely not.
That
I mean,
was a
cool.
no.
Not unless
cool.
it's Energon.
It's Energon. Listen, they covered a neat topic here today when they announced this. Straight up said why they don't make him a gun anymore.
And that is
because of the legal reasons, but they went right into it. So they just said you will never see Megatron as a gun. Or at least not like he was in the 80s. And that they're not trying to retcon the movie. This is what they're able to provide us with, which I thought that was cool. They just addressed it right off the bat.
But again, the gun, as cool as it was, it never made any sense. And the fact I look at this Megatron and he looks almost exactly like I remember Megatron's supposed to look. So I'm fine with it.
So the Energon comic actually gives an explanation for the lack of transforming into a gun, and then it later becomes a third form.
Okay, well, let me see here. What did I do with that slide? I accidentally put a custom in here before that, so let's just cover this custom real quick.
Yeah, don't show guns because they'll dump the channel.
Yeah, there's no guns.
Okay.
there's only guns out when the sun's out, baby.
There's channels that show nothing but guns and they don't get dumped. I don't get it.
Did anybody see this?
No.
You just get throttled.
Oh, but that is awesome.
Isn't that amazing?
It looks perfect.
It's amazing. I saw this early this morning, and I don't want to say the name wrong, so let me pull it up in my chat here. But J Customs on Instagram. It's J Custom Toys.
Okay.
This guy put this together. It blew up. This thing is incredible, man. I just wanted to pull it up. He said this is Maximum Hulk, and I agree with him. This came out so good,
crazy.
man. Yeah, it's really cool. Top tier. That's right. Top tier right here. I just wanted to share that. I know that everybody has their feelings about that Maximum Hulk figure. Larry, you love it.
I think it's great.
Yeah. Really cool. But Terry, you shared this with the group.
Yep.
Have you been reading this?
Yes, every issue. I'm actually in the middle of issue number 8 for G.I. Joe right now.
So you want to walk us through what the rumor is?
Supposedly, Robert Kirkman, if you are following the Energon Universe, the G.I. Joe, Transformers, Void Rivals, those titles, supposedly he has sold a cartoon. So, an Energon Universe animated streaming series.
Personally, the way they're doing this series is just so well done.
Mm-hmm.
Larry, you're not reading it, Tony?
No, I'm not.
No,
But I mean,
no.
I'm not reading it, but I am hearing about it, and I'm interested.
Yeah. They make everybody like vulnerable. Nobody is off limits.
Well, I did watch the stream from last week, and I know people were mad that it's JoJo June and they didn't show anything. But remember, Hasbro owns the property, so they have to promote every piece of media and product of G.I. Joe. And I listened to the guy, and what you were saying is he talked about the whole death of rock and roll, and he said we had to kill someone off. There have to be stakes in this.
Mm-hmm.
And he, they did the same thing with The Walking Dead, right? You never know, a main character could get killed off. So
right,
yeah,
and that's what I think Kirkman does do well, because Kirkman does the Invincible series.
Yeah,
and he just like anything goes. And I thought this series right now, I mean, it made me like Duke. I never cared for Duke. Duke was always like a Boy Scout type of character, you know what I mean? And they totally reinvented how you see Duke. And this is, I would say, one of the best written character arcs for Duke. Would you agree with that, Terry?
Absolutely.
That's what everyone said. Like, people, because I don't like Duke either, and everyone's like, you need to read it. And I was like, I'm sure it's good.
Yeah.
I just don't have the time or the dollars to spend on it.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're pretty quickly turning these into like trade paperbacks.
Yeah.
And then if they do a streaming series, you'll get caught up in no time. I'm sure they'll
watch.
Yeah.
I
will
download
too.
all of my comics on Amazon and read them on the Kindle app.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Is that pretty convenient?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have like a bunch of books stacked up that I'm going to read one time and put away.
Yeah. No, I mean it is cool.
Just because I don't collect comics anymore. If I collected comics, I'd be out trying to get all the variant covers and all that stuff. But like
I remember that bullshit.
Yeah, that is some bullshit. Because that's what they've been doing with these. There's like 10 variant covers every time an issue drops.
Yeah.
And it's I'm like, all right, slow your roll, guys. It's not the 90s. Like, you don't need the gimmick every
Yeah,
single time.
if you miss the one you want, you got to settle for something else. But it's the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. And with the digital downloads, I don't have to worry about any of that.
Exactly.
Exactamundo.
Mundo.
Who's getting messages?
Oh no, not me. I muted mine.
Yeah, it's not me.
Hopefully, hang on, it's me. It's coming up on my computer.
I could have told you it was Terry.
Well, I was trying to be nice. We all knew it was Terry.
It wasn't
Spec.
you.
Oh shit, my bad. He's not here.
Yeah, it wasn't you. I didn't hear that once with Tony for all weekend, and I know it's not me.
Lies.
So. I guess Tony's phone was blowing up. How about, were you guys on? Well, you guys were actually at JoeFest, but did you see any of this drama over Rogue?
No,
I do have a closer picture.
Nope, I know nothing.
No, I honestly, I thought you were just saying, "Hey, I got it," and
Yeah,
I had no idea.
Yeah,
Was
this
it really
What
drama?
happened with Rouge?
Oh, dude, this is a huge point of contention for a lot of collectors. Anybody in the chat, did you guys get Rogue? This is a Target exclusive, and it's a reissue. How do you guys feel about reissues with some of these exclusives?
So hold on a second. Like, is this a different one than
The other 97?
No. So this came out 2 years ago before the show blew up. Or maybe it was 18 months ago, but it's somewhere in the 2-year mark.
97 one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so the 97 one came out along with Wolverine, and apparently, I don't know if they were short packed per se, but the production numbers were kind of low, which they weren't sure how well the show was going to do. I don't buy that.
Yeah.
I also don't think they were playing games. I just think it was the allocation. They didn't allocate a ton of these. And they just had a version of Rogue out on a retro card, so they probably thought, you know, it was overkill. Same thing with Wolverine. And this thing dropped on Sunday, and I think it dropped a couple weeks earlier than expected. So they were like sold out just completely. All right, which one's that? No, that's this one.
Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, it's the same exact figure. So have you had that for a while?
Yeah, I bought the entire wave when they dropped.
Yeah. Well, apparently she's very hard to get. And even with this re-release, completely off the shelves. And I found this one, the store said no stock available. A couple stores around it said limited stock. And I was like, you know what? I have like a half hour at lunch. I'm just going to stop over there. And there was just one hanging there on the shelf. So I didn't have trouble getting it. But apparently, like, people fucking were losing their minds on Facebook. And then people were buying 5 at a time. And posting it. And, you know, there's no way you need 5, you fucking jerk off.
Wait, people got mad over toys?
Never.
Yeah. It's a new thing. It's a new phenomenon. I don't know if it's coming out of COVID, even though that was a couple years ago. But now people get mad about toys.
I honestly hadn't noticed.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It's crazy. Yeah, I didn't know myself. Anyway, I took the liberty to put our faces on all these.
I did see that.
Damn, I have some nice boobs.
Yeah, I think you look pretty stacked, man.
I think we all do.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I just thought this was funny, man.
What up, Jerk?
What's up, Jerk?
Big Oz in the house.
Oh, Oz is here too.
Yeah.
Wait, Vegeta is here?
Wait, are you
Mike.
doing it? Yeah,
Yeah.
Tony's
What up,
on.
brother?
If you guys don't see your name or comment highlighted, it's all Tony today.
It's same time. It's Rogue, not Rouge.
So I don't know if she's going for it. She was up there. She was over 100. I'm sure the price has dropped, but I imagine this is why this person bought 5 of them. I have mine right here.
I'd imagine that guy right in the middle there, he probably would have bought 5.
He very likely will. I mean, I know people are freaking out and they don't. I don't know.
Shame.
Everybody wants to keep it on card. I don't know. I'll do a live unboxing right now.
I want Rogue with all of our head sculpts.
Rip it open.
Oh, I'll rip it open. You guys want to see Rogue get ripped open?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Why is
I don't know
Gambit
if we're
here?
allowed to show that on this on
We're
YouTube.
not allowed to show that?
I think you need to do that on Pornhub if you're gonna rip her open.
Yeah. Start sending
Yeah,
those
I don't think
sneakers back.
Gambit's here. So
No. Let's. Oh, shit. I already bent it. Just a toy, guys.
Kyle thinks I got nice boobages.
Yeah, she looks good. I want to see if she's got the 90s badunkadunk.
Yes, Roughshod. She's very popular.
You guys know from that from that still where she's with Apocalypse and she's like down on the sides.
That's right, baby.
There you go. There you guys go. That looks pretty cartoon accurate. The only thing I don't understand is why did they package her with a glove in this hand and then the glove on the other hand?
That's weird.
Yeah,
Because I have it right
Hey, you
here.
dropped something. Don't lose the cuff,
So
Paul. You
I
just
have
dropped
it
the
right
cuff.
here. Yeah.
all right, hold on.
So they give you the same hands that this one came with.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's supposed to be an ungloved
I think
hand with
every-
pulling that off. But you're right. Do they give you a second hand with it?
Yeah, I just
They give you 4 hands.
weren't you watching my
give you-
non-half hour unboxing?
Did they give you 4 hands?
Yeah, there's 4 hands.
Okay, that's why she has one glove on. She's taking it off.
So there's fist.
It is killing me. Did you find her cuff that you dropped? You dropped her cuff.
I dropped her cuffs.
Yeah.
She has little
cuff,
cuffs.
the glove.
Yeah, I thought
Went
I lost
flying.
one on this one too.
It's just a toy, guys.
Oh, you're
I'll
killing me.
find it. Nope.
All right, why
This
are we
is
spending this much
impressive.
time on Rogue?
I know. What the hell?
Because that's what we're doing. Hold yours up, Larry.
Hold your rouge up.
So look, it's the same figure. The colors are different, right? But
Yep.
the head, just like in real life, your head is much bigger than
Well,
mine.
it is after this weekend. I'll tell you,
Whoa.
it's big.
Oh,
But, the jackets are just a different color because this is more cartoon accurate. That one's
Does
more
she have pin knees?
no
no, she's
pins.
pinless, right?
Yeah,
Pinless.
yeah. This one has pin knees. It doesn't have double
Ah.
jointed elbows.
What up, Gaz? Gaz was there at the JoeFest.
But I do believe the badonkadonk is the same.
Okay, yeah, that looks
The
it's pretty
badonkadonk.
accurate. Yeah, it looks good.
Mine's like this one's more glossy than that one.
It looks good. Yeah, yeah.
Looks good, man.
I did drop the cuff though.
I told you.
But I'm
I'll
happy
You'll
with
find
this
it.
one.
You'll find it.
I'll find it. It's all good.
Find it, Mike.
I just wanted to give a little unboxing for everybody. All right. Well, I guess that's it for.
I mean,
I guess
Spec
that's it
Found
for
is
Rogue.
chocolate bar.
Oh,
It's
did he?
frozen fudgy. Yeah.
Right on.
What is that?
Gold.
I don't know if you all are familiar with this. I mean, you're kind of low on the totem pole and whatnot. But I am a
Throw that.
I'm
Is that the Golden Duke?
Hall of Fame member, a Hall of Fame representative.
I think that would make Larry hate it even more.
Well, tell us more about this, Terry.
There's nothing to tell. I had no idea that I was even in the voting to be inducted into the Rec Room Hall of Fame.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. You're out here sending swimsuit pictures to everybody. I know you're getting
bribing people with sexy pool photos.
Somebody told me to check my lap. Who said that?
I will find out.
All right, so Terry, did you want to talk more about that golden figure, or do you want to talk about your theory for the HasLab?
No, let's talk about the HasLab.
All right. Let me get professional here. Oh, it would help if I had it up on stage. We're a bunch of Hasbros here, so we're going to talk about the HasLab. Terry, do you just want to go?
So you don't have to.
What's that?
We shill, so you don't have to.
That's right.
We the shills.
Terry, I'm just going to show the first picture of your guest.
Hold on. Here's the whole thing with the HasLab.
Okay.
Thank you, Restaurant.
It's not happening.
It's not.
Hasbro's done. G.I. Joe's dead. The line it's finished. What we've got is what we're going to get.
That's why
we
got the tombstone.
There's no live stream, so it's done.
Wait, are you serious? Well, you know what? You know what's good about that is because of the lack of Joe June, I've got everything boxed and ready to go.
I'm out. I'm selling it all.
Yep.
No Joe June.
Lawrence was he dropped stuff off at FedEx on his way to JoeFest.
Oh yeah. Well, I needed money to get down there so I can say goodbye to everyone because clearly JoeFest is just shutting down.
JoeFest is done. This was the last year for JoeFest.
That's why I wanted you guys to go. I sold all my stuff off. That's why what you see back here, you see like Blanca. You see my nunchucks. You see my nunchucks. See the nunchucks.
My chucks. Classic, fantastic.
Is that what that was? They're nunchucks.
They're nunchucks.
I saw them showing up in the pictures throughout the weekend.
Dude, that's awesome.
No,
that's why
really
you
awesome.
see G.I. Joe back here. It's all gone.
Is that from something? Like
when I had Michael on Thursday with the friend, I think it was he was sending me videos of something he was doing, and I'm like, what's that in the fucking back? And he's like, what? He's like, the nunchucks? I'm like, those are awesome. And he remembered that I asked, so he brought me some.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool. All right, guys, I got the cuff back on, so now we can move on from Rogue.
No, but you don't have the cuff. You know, the cuff's supposed to be off when you have the bare hand.
Right.
Why you don't take a glove off and still have the cuff on?
No, I thought about that too. Right before I lifted it up, I was like, "This looks weird." You're taking my credibility away. Terry, let's go into your theory. Do you want me to show the picture that I pulled up?
Yes.
Okay. The picture I sent you we're going to save that for last.
Okay.
Okay. All right. It's not a big reveal, but I want you to walk through your theory here as to why. And if you have 9 steps for your theory, if I pull up number 7 first, you have to go with number 7 and bounce around.
Okay.
But this is Terry hit me with this, and he's got a pretty good argument as to why it's not the
Snowcat.
You feel like it's not the Snowcat.
I feel like it is not the Snowcat.
All right.
And this came about talking to Dan Thompson on my Toy Talk live stream on Sunday.
Okay. So anybody that may have missed that, go over to Action Media and you can rewatch that. But here's Terry's theory. It is the
Havoc. I think that it's the Havoc.
All right, and can you talk us through why, and then Larry, Tony, and I can argue with you.
So a lot of the figures that we've been getting have been themed around the 1987 G.I. Joe movie.
Okay.
And the Renegades, Mercer, Falcon, even Super 7 is doing a lot of the movie stuff. The Once a Man Cobra Commander. And I started thinking about how much the Snowcat was featured in that movie, and it's, if at all, I don't think it is. If you look at the scene where they are working with the broadcast energy transmitter,
yeah,
it's a winter scene, as is this. It's snowy, Arctic. It's very chilly. They're Havocs. All the vehicles are Havocs, Awestrikers, and some Pack Rats. They're testing the BET with Pack Rats. And it ends up starting one of the Havocs, and the Havoc takes off by itself. I think we're getting the Havoc. Now, it could be a stun, but I don't think they're going to do Cobra this time. I
don't think so either, but there you go. There's a Havoc there. There's Dial Tone.
Havoc's in the background. It can still be a frosty time or whatever it was that Emily said. I don't remember exactly.
Frosty time.
Yeah, frosty time.
A frosty time.
But I think that's why I think it's the Havoc, because they've released so much stuff that's been connected to the movie. It makes sense to me that this HasLab would also be connected to the movie and this scene. I mean, we're getting Snake Eyes and a polar bear.
Right.
Why would we not get this?
Well, Snake Eyes and the polar bear were from the Mass Device, right?
They were from the Mass Device, yes.
Punk. Tony, do you guys have thoughts on these?
OG Snowcat is bigger than OG His Tank is all I'm going to say. So that was something that was sent to me through other channels that was said to them.
Okay.
So and that was one of the reasons why I was asked to grab the Hiss, the original Hiss and the Snowcat, and compare them to each other. What you're saying makes a lot of sense, Terry. But the thing that I've learned with these HasLabs, the Hiss, the Dragonfly, and the Rattler, is they're pretty much exactly what we think they are, and we start overthinking stuff so far. So I'm not saying you're wrong at all. The Havoc is much bigger than it's much bigger, and mechanically it takes more to make, and it seems like that would make more sense to be a HasLab. I just don't think that it's going to be.
It may not. I can be completely wrong, but
you're coming up with a very logical, a total logical, thought there, because you're like, it's bigger than the Snowcat. And mechanically you have to have, two different treads that are going to, work differently. Right. You're going to have the, that little pod in the back, all the missiles. You could, actually make a good canopy and an OG canopy. Like, there's a lot of things. Like, I understand what you're saying. I don't think so, just because of things that have been sent to me. But
yeah, and it may not be. But this to me makes more sense than the Snowcat for a HasLab, because a Snowcat, in my opinion, makes that vehicle kind of niche. It makes it so that it's an Arctic vehicle. This is a go anywhere vehicle, and it fits with whatever.
And that was my thing when it comes to any type of snow vehicle. It's like, it's very niche, right? I mean, I live in Michigan. We played with them in the cold, in the snow. But there's people that have never seen snow before. But if I remember correctly, I think Tony said I love the Snowcat. He loved the snow stuff, and he was playing with it in the dirt.
Yeah, listen, I love the snow vehicles because of where I live, and like I still have.
Is the Havoc stupid because it doesn't fit G.I. Joe's ultra realistic military fighting man theme?
No, the Havoc's stupid because the gunner on top is a sniper.
get killed.
Green.
And then they put the general on it in the box art. Oh, look, there's Hawk. Let's take him out first.
Okay.
Well, there's so many people that love the Havoc, and listen,
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
This is HasLab material because my argument last year.
That's when I wanted to get my say in, just because it's more of a bigger vehicle, more of maybe a, I don't know, in that arena of dream project. I think the Snowcat would be really nice and huge, but I don't think they got to do a HasLab for it necessarily. Havoc, oh yeah, I think that thing, especially if they have that little escape pod that Lifeline was in, it can take off.
Well, unless if they do, remember that the Snowcat was also color changed to be the Havoc Mark II, I believe.
Oh man, I did not know that. Wow.
Yeah. So you can do the Snowcat because it doesn't have skis, and all you have to do is give it interchangeable missiles on the back, so you get rid of the ski missiles. But I'm with you, like this is bigger, but then again, the Snowcat is bigger than the Hiss. Now, if they do it where they modify the missiles to be lower profile and they raise it up like they did with the Hiss, so you can store 2 or 3 figures in the back, then you're talking, you're adding to it. And again, other than it's white, it can go anywhere.
So, okay, so I'm kind of with Tony where last year my argument against the Rattler being, I don't think the Rattler should have been the HasLab.
I think it should have come with different stuff.
Or more.
You don't like the patches?
I do like the patches. I think I'm one of the few people that does like the patches.
But the patches just should have come with it.
Right.
Yeah.
It should have been a tier. But to fit it in their budget, that's what they had to do.
Well,
it should have been we should have gotten a paratrooper figure.
Yeah,
they're not jumping out of there.
They're ejecting.
Well, here's the thing with the Rattler. The Rattler sells itself, and I think the Snowcat does too. Like, you don't need a HasLab.
You say that now until it's $300, and then people don't want to buy it. And I'm gonna wait for Hasbro to put it on clearance. I'm gonna wait for
Ollie's anyway. So it's not like
exactly.
Well, that's the thing. You don't make it. You don't put it out there for like a fan channel. You keep it exclusive to Pulse, or you do the made to order system like they did with the Sentinels.
But why do you do that when you don't have to? Right? Why would you do that when you don't have to? You know that people are going to back it, so why wouldn't you do it that way? Because you want to justify the HasLab, right? If you're the G.I. Joe team, you've done amazing with that Hiss. Then you do the Dragonfly.
Right.
You have to come out with a banger because you have to continue to justify, because for some odd reason, Joe seems to be the first thing off the chopping block, right? Where, Black Series and Marvel Legends, they're going to get chance after chance after chance because they bought that license and they're going to say, we need this. So,
well, let me ask you guys a question, and we'll start with Terry. To me, I agree with you. Havoc is more of a dream, more of a dream project. But what carries more weight, the Snowcat or the Havoc?
I have no idea.
Carries more weight? What do you mean?
I've seen a lot of people saying that they like either of those things more than the other.
Okay.
Let's do a poll. Let's do a poll in the classified group and see what everybody likes better.
All right. I mean, we could do that. Larry, do you want to do one on your channel right now?
Sure. Oh, sure. What am I asking?
Just I don't know. Snowcat versus Havoc. Which one would you rather have?
Okay.
And I don't know how to do that. You're gonna have to show me how to do that one day.
You have to do it from your channel, not from StreamYard.
Oh, well then that's why I don't know how to do it. Tony, what do you think? What carries more weight, the Snowcat or the Havoc?
Carries more weight with what do you mean? Carries
With
more
collectors, I think.
Oh,
so to me, I would think this more people would say Snowcat. That's what I think.
really?
Yeah.
I don't know. There's so unless you have to me, this is like 12-year-old, 11-year-old me. Let me get all my snow figures first, and then I'll get the Snowcat. With the Havoc, anybody. I mean, yeah, you could put them technically, but me and my brain, I'm like, that's my snow figures vehicle. The polar bear, the Snowcat, the whatever it is. So I think maybe the Havoc pulls more weight. I think.
Does the Havoc have an O in it? Because it's an acronym.
Yeah, I think it does.
It's HAVOC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Yeah, I think they're made in Orange County.
Awesome. There you go. Poll is live.
All right.
68 people watching, so vote on it, and then we'll
We'll
send it
vote
over
on
to Hasbro.
poll.
And if the Havoc wins, they got to scrap it, and then we'll have to wait a whole year, and then we won't have one this year, and then Chad will be right.
There will be no HasLab.
Does
Then you run into
Frostbite-
like Casual Critic says, people like the Snowcat better, but it doesn't make
Yeah.
sense to me for HasLab. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, see, I
21
would-
votes already. 62-38. Snowcat winning.
Snowcat is tearing it up. See,
see, there's a lot of
HasLab Snow Buzzbore. Jay,
Blitz wants to know where the
people know
poll
the
is.
Snowcat too, even though the Havoc
This
is
is for Larry. This is for Larry here.
yeah, it's on my channel because we can't stream
Yeah, we'll
live.
figure it.
channel.
We're going to consolidate the show at some point. We just haven't
Keep
done it
saying
yet
that.
because we're all busy. We'll consolidate the show.
Well, it's not like we do. It's not like we do a lot of polls anyway. It's not like we use it too often. So
I can't stand polls, to be honest.
I like Tristan. It would be funny if the HasLab is Stalker's canoe. It's a kayak.
it's
kayak.
a giant kayak that holds like 12 figures. It's one of those
12
long
dudes.
ones. It's one of those long ones for the Olympics.
It's a toboggan, whatever you call it.
Yeah, this is a good question because we've already gotten a few comments on Zorana's arms being bare. Who wants Dreadnoks in winter gear?
Not me, but there's a lot of people probably who do.
And you know what? There's a ton of people that do customs of characters in winter gear all the time. So
Yeah, we got to find something to do. They're catching up.
yeah.
32 votes, 59% for Snowcat right now.
All right, so
That is killing it.
Yet there's 74 people watching. So how hard is it to fucking vote, you guys?
Damn.
damn girl, you angry.
Well, we asked.
Well, we did ask a question. Yo, Terry, here's the picture that I made for you. I took that first shot and put it in an Arctic background, and then added some filters with snow and everything. What do you guys think of this? Now, does this sell it as an Arctic vehicle?
Why can't we have it? Why
It's an
can't we
anywhere
have a
vehicle.
Snowcat
It's an
too?
anywhere.
Listen,
It's an
one of
anywhere
you at a time, Tony.
Yeah, I think it's an anywhere vehicle. So, but does it sell it? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
voted,
not
bro.
that
Calm down.
All the snow
that-
vehicles, they get no play except on my bed, and I have white sheets. Simulate snow.
Wait, who wrote
At
that?
least when I was little.
Larry, does this sell it?
No, because this can also come with the Snowcat.
Okay.
All right. And
Oh, yeah.
I heard the Snowcat also comes with cookies too, like actual little cookies, like the frozen fudgy bar.
Shut up.
That would be awesome.
But are they cream
And then-
cup?
Yeah, and then Spec will flip out when he drops it on on his hardwood floor and they bounce all over the place.
So wait, I heard you were grumpy all weekend.
Coming from Ronnie, who is never mind.
How was I grumpy? We got to watch. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Now that's a whip.
Damn.
I say you were grumpy because of Club Tarkin, probably.
I had fun. I had fun.
I had fun.
All right. I'm leaning towards Terry. Are you gonna are we doing a special missions tomorrow?
Are we getting a Hasbro stream tomorrow?
If they're just unboxing the Rattler, I mean, I don't see why.
Yeah, I think
it's
we're
getting June.
Yeah, we're getting I think the unboxing tomorrow, and then the theory is that they're gonna show the whatever. The next HasLab at the end. Do you guys?
Did they share this? Is it official that we're getting a stream tomorrow?
Okay.
They didn't share shit all month. Dude.
Chris McLeod said that the plan had always been 2 streams, the first two Wednesdays, though the one got canceled. The one last week that was supposed to happen. This one is supposed to be the unboxing of the Rattler, and the next one is supposed to be the HasLab dropping.
So when are they going to say anything about the one that we're supposed to get tomorrow of the unboxing?
About 15 minutes after it starts airing.
Perfect.
That's when that email will come through, that notification.
Yeah, that's for premium members, though.
Yeah.
No, I don't know if there's pre-orders that go up. That's completely different.
Yeah, well, obviously, we're down a stream from last week. They haven't announced shit for the stream tomorrow, although all the inside sources say it's scheduled for tomorrow.
I believe we've got more Transformer streams this month, or the same.
No, we got 2 Transformer streams, but they're the first 2 of the year. They didn't do any prior to June.
Star Wars getting all the love.
Yeah, it's still supposed to be Yojo June.
Yeah,
Yojo June.
I don't work there, Hasbro.
It's not Energon June.
We ain't getting shit. It's Energon June.
Why don't you guys come up with an excuse and still be Hasbros? Okay. All right. Joe Bros.
I'll beg my wife to set an alarm and see if anything's posted or anything's on YouTube and wake me if it is.
Dude, F that. You better sleep, dude.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about, Bunny. Jack shit June.
That's right.
Jack shit June, yes.
Well, we have to all start coming up with our excuses as to why we still love G.I. Joe and Hasbro without all this shit. So you guys don't collect Transformers, so tell me why you still collect.
Well,
okay.
Why would they do a stream since the line is dead?
The line's been dead since 2000, since 21.
So why would they do a stream?
That's true, CJ. That's true.
I don't know. Terry, why is the line still going? This is bullshit.
Beats me. They're beating a dead horse.
Bullshit.
This is so stupid. And you know what? You guys laugh, but every one of you will back that stupid HasLab tomorrow.
Are you talking about me?
Goddamn right I will. I'm gonna back.
I'm just pointing.
Oh, I never said I wasn't going to.
No. Wait. I'm not gonna back it. I'm gonna wait until closer to the actual release of it, and then I'm gonna beg for one below retail with free shipping for my son.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I mean that's
My son.
Does anyone have a HasLab for a good price? It's for my son.
Yep.
Yeah,
Hey,
I got
Ruben.
one for you. It's double what it cost me, but it's a great price.
Well, you're not a collector helping out a collector.
You're not part of the community.
Community.
You're the
You can
type of
always
guy.
buy from me on layaway.
You're the type of guy to do something like this.
Why do you need more than one?
I will say this: when you showed this, Baldy, I thought you were Gaines.
Yeah, well, you know what? Sometimes Gaines thinks that he's me. Okay. And sometimes I think I'm Gaines. There's a couple times.
Is that why Yojo Jerk jumped in here? He's like, "Oh, hey, look, Toy Gaines is on."
Dude, there's been a few times where I go through my I'm scrolling through YouTube and I'm like, when did I put that picture up?
Damn, sound like me.
No, and it's Gaines. And I'm like, okay, all right. He's much better looking than me, and he's got he takes care of his beard much better than I do. But
yeah, he does.
He just hasn't given up on life yet.
I guess that was Terry's exit.
Oh my god. Irish goodbye.
Terry's like, I'm the fuck out of here. We ain't getting a Havoc.
We get in the habit. Fuck this.
I don't know. That was I think he had a pretty good argument for the Havoc.
I think he does. I mean, I think he has a great argument. But the thing that we've seen so far is that they're pretty much straight to the point. They don't really throw swerve ball, the curveball. Everyone else is waiting for it. That's the biggest thing.
Is it over there?
Yeah, everyone else is waiting for it, and it doesn't happen. And again, I've had people send me a couple things that basically say they've all but confirmed it. But the Havoc would fit. The Havoc would fit a dream project more just because of the size of it, and the engineering is going to be way more because you're going to have two sets of treads that actually have to work that also work independent of each other. And then, you have to give us a second head of who's ever on the gun taking bullet through it because, again, sniper's wet dream.
Well, I love this too. It's a good argument. I just hope it's not right.
I'm kind of with them there because one thing is the Havoc would cost more because it's larger.
Yep.
And as I don't hate the Havoc, but I can't say I like it either. But if they did the Havoc, they probably change it where they're actually sitting down. They probably make it so that gun has some sort of defense. And you know what's going to happen? People are going to whine and cry that it doesn't look exactly like the original. I mean, so I heard. I don't know. I said, listen, I've never heard of crying in this community.
Maybe chat if you guys want us to have a special missions tomorrow. How about we do this? If they announce the HasLab, then we can go over the unboxing and everything like that.
Or if they drop a bunch of pre-orders, I can only go about an hour though. Yeah.
Well, nobody likes us to talk more than an hour, but
your boss does that. He gets aggravated.
Speaking of that, JoeFest. Do you guys want to talk about some of your experience there?
It was great. It was a fucking great time again. That's all I have to say.
All right. Well, hold on 1 second. We have somebody else who wants to say something about it.
Not this cunt.
Oh, he said it. No, this cunt.
There's two of them.
And another cunt too.
Dopey ones. Two dopey ones.
You got boys. Now you guys are down.
We cannot say that word too many times, though.
No, you've got to ration it out.
There's a good chance.
Well, you weren't rationing it out on Saturday, buddy.
No, nor were you.
That was. Can
you guys shave your heads real quick?
It was both nights, actually, technically.
Well, when you were sitting there with us, we may have used that word on Sunday enough for all of the U.S. that no one needs to say that word the rest of the year. Wait, they may have hit that quota.
That was the key word this weekend.
Oh, it was a big part. It was a big part to the nightly shenanigans. I know that much.
Yes.
Big time.
But you know what? Before we talk about JoeFest, I want you to tell them what you did today.
We went to Buc-ee's.
With?
Oh my God. and we had a tour guide to take us there.
Yeah, we did.
And that tour guide was not David Speck. It was Matthew Matson.
So wait,
Because you had a brother.
can you confirm for everybody that they're two different people?
No, because he's
Well-
never met Spec.
I've never met David or been in the same room as him, so I cannot confirm this. But I know that in person, Matthew definitely looks younger than I thought.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a nice compliment.
Absolutely.
I'm the only
So, yeah,
one. I'm the only one on my show that's associated that you have to float their ego. Okay.
Well, I've
Look,
always
Lawrence,
wanted
we
to-
know that you're kind of a big deal. We get it. We
I'm
understand.
kind of a big deal.
Stop
I've
it.
always wanted to say hi to Ronnie. So, Ronnie, since I didn't get to see either of you in person, it's nice to meet you, buddy.
Thanks, man. Thank you. Nice to meet you too.
Ronnie, don't let him fool you. Ronnie is freaking hilarious.
Well, I've heard, and I mean, was it totally worth the trip? Would you guys say it was worth the trip?
Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely. 100%. When I got off the plane over here and there was turbulence somewhere over the Pacific, I thought, oh shit, I don't know if it is worth it, but that quickly changed, man. The whole show was just phenomenal. So I'm looking forward to maybe coming back and not spending time buying stuff, but spending time with everyone that's there, because that's probably the best thing about the whole thing. So
Yeah.
I want to.
said before.
I want to say something though. You guys have made the most out of this because you guys went to a baseball game, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So you went to a game, and that was before JoeFest.
Yeah.
You have you had a layover in Dallas last night, so you met up with Matthew Matson. All right.
Mhm.
It's
Hey,
cool.
wait,
There's
a question about that. Was Matthew wearing the swords on the left side?
he started talking about him though. And I thought, oh, here we go.
We didn't get a demonstration, but he definitely spoke about
Yeah,
it.
he started talking about him.
We've also been to Waffle House twice. That is huge for me. Like,
that I'm sorry for.
That's a
no,
pilgrimage.
don't you dare apologize, mate. Don't you dare apologize. I had like pork chop with hash browns today. It was amazing.
Nice.
And
every
Whataburger
Waffle
as well.
House is worth it.
Absolutely.
We went to Whataburger as well.
Yeah, that was
Over here
okay.
we call it Awful House.
So yeah, like
Take that back, Tony. Don't you
I know,
besmirch
I
the
like
name
it.
of Waffle
daughter
House in my
likes it.
presence.
I'm more of a Denny's IHOP guy.
I don't know about that.
Oh, IHOP sucks.
Really? Not here in Arizona, buddy?
It's just pancakes. I can go anywhere and get pancakes.
It's
The same way
just
I can go anywhere and get cheese eggs, just like the Waffle House. No, I want to say like you guys really. It wasn't like we flew to JoeFest and then we flew back. Like you made a whole ordeal out of it. You know, going to shows. Or I mean,
It
going
was
to
an
the
ordeal.
baseball games. Yeah, we went to the baseball game, and then you guys were like, "Hey, we're in Dallas," and we all kind of said, "Like, why don't you message Matthew?" He actually left work early, which blew my mind.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yep.
I feel like he drove us like halfway across Fort Worth and Dallas today. Like we were with him for a few hours, so it was awesome. We went to like 3 different like comic and toy stores, and as I said, we went to Buc-ee's. That's an event in itself. Like far out.
There wasn't
Crazy.
one on my path either way, or else I would have stopped. So I've never been.
Well, you haven't met Matthew either, Lawrence. So you need to double your efforts, really, don't you?
Right.
Well, he can just fly out to JoeFest. It'd be a lot easier.
This is true. This is true.
He's too busy
He can
hanging
also
with
fly
all
up
the Bauer
to Iowa for our assembly required.
Yep, that's true. That's true.
Actually, the Marriott is just across the road from us here. DFW, the show is just across the road.
You could come out. You could come out here, Lawrence, to DFW. It's just down the road.
We can smell the bullshit from here.
I have local toy shows that are just big that I can go here.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
There are a lot of people that I would like to meet at JoeFest, or I mean at DFW. There's a lot of people I don't ever care to meet. They're awesome.
Too, but I'll probably get in a fight.
I mean, it goes both ways, right? Maybe they don't want to meet you either.
I didn't say they don't. I don't blame them. I mean, let's be honest. It's
Tristan, fellow Aussie. You chanced living the dream. Wish I was there.
Yeah.
I think Tristan's from my hometown. From memory, he's from Melbourne as well. And apparently, it's It's cold as shit there at the moment, so I am not looking forward to going home to that.
Melbourne, yeah.
Listen, I had just a couple slides. You're gonna hang out for a few minutes, right? Because you guys are.
Sure. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We're just
have a
charging our
couple
phones
slides.
before we head to the airport.
And then Lawrence has some stuff that he wants to share. So let me just get my shit out of the way. See if you
That
guys.
DFW airport is freaking huge. My goodness.
Yep.
Yeah, as soon
Yep,
as Ronnie
big.
told me to get on that Skylink, I'm like, what? And dude, it took me right where I needed to be. Thank you, Ronnie.
No worries, mate. Easy, yes.
Did you guys see these and were they available for purchase?
They weren't available for purchase, no, but we did see them.
Oh, okay.
Super 7's booth was way smaller this
It
year.
was horrible.
It was like
Yeah,
nothing.
It was a
was a
table and a
table.
cabinet.
It was about the size of Brian Flynn, like in height, and yeah, not much else going on around it. Like,
Oh,
it wasn't big at all.
group tried talking shit about it too. And I'm like, okay, here we go.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I did like this reveal for Cobra Commander, but I was hoping you guys would get a chance to grab them. This was my favorite thing. Did anybody see this?
Yes.
Bumbles.
I saw where it was.
We went to the panel. We went to
Oh,
the panel about this that Seth Green did. Yeah. Or I did. Did you go to that?
No, I didn't.
I went to it. Sorry, I went to it. And it was cool, man. Like to hear him talking about that. He showed like the animated, or not animated, but the stop motion clip they did at Fumble years ago, and they showed off his new like thing. But yeah, that looked cool. He actually signed a bunch of those deluxe sets that you see there that come with the glider.
That's cool. So last year they did a panel. The audio was completely effed last year, and I got up and I asked them if they would ever make a Fumbles action figure.
Huh.
And then here one is there. The 1 year, I couldn't make it. So
Interesting.
that's crazy. That actually pisses
Yeah,
me off. Now I have to find Seth and talk to him about it. That was it for me. Punk, if you want to share.
I was going to answer Blitz. I was going to answer Blitz real quick. I'm
How
sorry.
are you?
Oh,
Said,
okay.
who grabbed the figures that Ray Murphy brought? Ray Murphy, he brought some figures so I could play with and put them in a planter. I'll show you the pictures later. But he did bring his Delta 17 Rooster, and Ken from Toy Connections scooped it up.
Oh, cool.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Ray said that he wasn't actively going out trying to sell his figures. He couldn't be asked doing that. Like, that's not his style. But I'm sure if someone came to him like Ken, he probably would have, maybe be able to work out a deal. But I can say from looking at them in person that they are phenomenal. Tony, I'm sure, would agree.
They're on my Instagram.
Well, Ray and his family were going down to Disney and Universal.
Universal or yeah.
Actually, they weren't doing Disney. They were only doing Universal right after, and they're going to be here through the 4th of July. So after Universal takes all his money, he might think completely different next year. Like, this is everything I have. All right. So,
all right. Well, here we go. Punk, you want to talk?
I didn't realize you had the. I didn't realize you could do that. Yeah. So this was day one.
Take it off.
No, I didn't know you could do it. I don't care. I
thought you did it. That's what you did.
Day one, when we first got to meet Adam, and Ronnie went off with his other friends way more than Adam did. I just want to say that.
Oh, God.
That is our bartender.
Do you
There's
remember
reasons
the
for that,
bartender?
Punk.
Do you remember the bartender, son?
Yeah, Ryan, the bloke that was giving out.
Yeah, he was there last year. I didn't know his name.
Ryan.
Yeah, there was Ryan and Drew. Ryan and Drew, I think their names were.
Yeah, Andrew. Yeah.
Yeah, this guys
Andrew,
were great.
Yep.
Yes,
he
totally photobombed this, and it's perfect.
Yeah, it's
awesome.
Oh, yeah. That's Ryan, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's
I think
Ryan.
so, yeah.
So that's
mean
Ed.
old fashioned.
That's Ed, my moderator. Obviously, the white Mexican right there, and then the two Aussies.
and the Mexi Italian in front.
Yeah, the short guy is me. If you guys didn't know,
Yeah.
and Adam's
How-
really
how-
tall.
I am tall. How good was our surprise though, Lawrence? That was the best part.
Oh, it was amazing.
It was the best, worst kept secret.
Tony let it slip on the one show, and
Yes, he did.
I listened to you, and I wasn't overly shocked because we're in another chat together, and I hear how you talk, and so you start piecing things together. So when Tony said that, it was like,
Go away, fuck yeah.
Yeah, Tony ruined it. Let's be honest.
I did not ruin nothing.
I'm with you. Tony ruined it. I'm just gonna go with you.
Oh.
Anyway,
this
some
guy-
people are
this guy
surprised.
never gets
That's-
my back, and he claims he's my best friend. Damn it. I'm just kidding, Larry. Love you.
Larry, do you have control of the slides or no?
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, because they're on his
So-
or something?
Yeah, so this one's for Matthew. Larry Hama was at the Delta 17, and I was
That's
like, we need a picture. And, I think, Ed and I said that every time that Larry Hama walked by us, Matthew just teared up, and he didn't know why. So, but there's Ken in the middle, myself, Ed, and Larry Hama, who he just walked around. Such a nice
Big
guy.
ass Ed.
Wow. He just buy two Asians and a short Mexican. So
That's right. That's why he's so big.
And how was he? Was he cool?
yeah, like this is the only time I
Absolutely.
talked to him. I just said, hey,
Amazing.
can I take a picture with you? And then they jump back, and then the whole Delta 17 guys were like, hey, could you take a whole picture with us? And he jumped back there and took a picture. He really seems to know, like, people are there for him, to see him. He molded so much of our childhood. So,
Yeah.
Big time.
yeah, just a great guy. And to me, he didn't come off as like, oh, I can't believe I'm here. I can't believe I'm being bothered by these people. He knew. So,
Yep, he was really good. I haven't heard a bad story about him at this event. Like, different people have different interactions with him in terms of like him talking about different topics with them, and he was really good with signing and stuff like that. He was funny, like he was very gracious, I thought.
yeah, I heard from before, like he'll sign so many things, and as long as it's addressed to you,
Yep.
because
That's correct.
Yep.
there's a lot of guys over the years that they stop signing stuff because if you don't personally address it, then they can run on eBay and sell it.
Correct. Yeah.
And they're already trying to sell their own signatures.
Yeah.
So
I think this question is for Shark. How was it?
You'll have to read it out for me, then I can't see the small print on my phone right now.
Yeah, no. How was it to meet Seth Green in person?
He's shorter than Lawrence.
you'll see. You'll see
He
shortly.
is.
I actually didn't get to meet him in person or speak with him. I saw him from a distance, but Lawrence can answer that question because I know he had an interaction with him.
When we get to the picture, I'll address it.
Okay.
So,
Shark, I'll
that's
send you a
what-
picture. I met him a few years ago, and he was great.
So this was Cafe and 8, right? Where we went to, where the four of us went, but this year it was the three of us because
Okay.
Baldy didn't want to go. Oh no, wait a minute. Baldy couldn't go. Travis didn't want to go.
My chores weren't done.
We took out the garbage yet. If you haven't watched my Dark Lawn review, go watch it after this. All you have to watch is the first 30 seconds and you'll die laughing. So yeah, that was once again. We didn't want to veer off because we were too worried things wouldn't be open. And that city is that city is dead. I mean, there's nothing in that city.
It's quiet. Yeah.
It's a shithole.
Oh, don't say that, Lauren. That's rough. I really liked Augusta. I think it's a nice city.
When we were walking back, from lunch, right? When we were walking back from lunch. Oh no, you didn't go with us.
There's no one around.
We went to lunch,
Yeah.
and when we came back, someone goes, "Wow, you think or they said something about the florist because it's out of business. The weeds were this high in the cracks.
Oh yeah,
it was
burnt out.
It was bad.
Yeah.
Well, I think it
Who's
wasn't
there
it
now?
Adam who
Yeah.
said this feels like a
Adam wasn't
stage
there.
set from like Walking Dead. Did you say that, Adam?
Yeah.
Yeah, it has that kind of look about the place, but obviously not that apocalyptic and zombies walking around. But I like the place; like it has charm.
Yeah, because it's a little town, but it's Anyway,
It's for the masters. It's a golf town. It's a golf
yeah,
town.
they even said don't walk around at night. You should have asked Rich about last year when he had to walk home at like 2 in the morning. So this was when we went to Top Dog Comics.
Top Dog Comics.
Mhm.
Yeah. So Ed, Tony, and myself went, and these guys just happened to be there because they have other friends than us. I wasn't really happy about that, but whatever.
Do you think Lawrence is holding on to that just a little bit?
So all the guys from podcasts from the pit. And I think there was a couple other people that weren't in with you guys, right?
They're all with us.
Yeah, they're all together. Yeah. We had two carloads of people.
Oh, yeah, two. Okay. So
Yeah.
and we had no idea you guys were going. I know I had asked you earlier. I said, "Hey, we're going to be going to breakfast." And you're like, "Hey, I think we're hanging out with the podcast guys." And you said we're planning on going there, but we didn't know what time, and we just happened. It was weird because you're walking through, and I'm like, "Oh, I hear that voice. I know that voice."
Whatever.
Why does it look like you guys are a bunch of action figures on the shelf at Blockbuster?
Because it says new this week.
Yeah.
Just got done golfing or skating. Dad bods galore.
Yeah, but the store's nice. There's still a lot of room for how big the store is. There's still a lot more
There's
room,
a lot of room.
in there. There's no doubt about it. So, but yeah. And then we have. So this is Top Fun Toys. John from Top Fun Toys, right? He does 3D printed weapons, and him and I have a deal. We work things out. He wanted to see me, so I finally found him. And I
helped you find him. Remember?
Someone did. I don't remember who it was.
It was me. I took you there.
Okay.
It wasn't me. I was with my other friends.
Probably.
Tallest guy taking the shortest guy.
And what was funny is that his kids are Asian. I mean, his wife is from the Philippines. And
So why is that funny?
because
Yeah, Lawrence, why is that funny?
Why is that
Why's
funny?
that funny,
Lawrence?
dude?
because he's like, oh, I'm like, oh, well, let's take a picture. He's like, here, let my daughter. And she was holding the phone really weird. But she's like taking the pictures, right? I've never seen anyone hold a picture like that. And he goes, they're Asian. They have a quota. and I said, if I said that, I'm racist. And her face dropped. Like she was mortified, right?
I don't remember that.
And then Tony goes, look who photobombed you. Look who photobombed you. And I look at it, I go, dude, we can't have two Mexicans in the same picture. And her face went from mortified to dropping dead, dying, laughing. So I was really happy, because
I saved it.
If you guys don't know this, I'll just spout things off. Sometimes it's not politically correct.
Yeah, she took the picture. Yeah.
Yeah. And well, you know what's funny is I saw someone else taking a picture the same way that she was, which was kind of odd.
Oh, and Adam's halfway in there. I think I photobombed another one.
Yep. So you asked about Seth Green. Here's Seth Green. Now,
Small he is.
He was leaving the Delta 17 booth, and I said, "Hey, Seth," and I kind of touched him. And they said when I kind of like tapped him, his girlfriend turned around like ready to attack me.
She was, dude.
And I said, hey, I said, my daughter and I have been watching Buffy and Angel. Can I get a picture with you? And he was polite. He just wanted to move along. He's like, well, let's make it quick. And then he kind of grabbed my phone and he's like, here, I know how to do it. So he takes he takes 2 pictures. And I'm like, I go, let me give you some stickers. And I pull out my Roman sticker, this one here, which really you can't see my name. And she looks at it and goes, you're a punk with toys, aren't you? I saw you on Instagram. And I went, yeah. And I gave him the stickers and she walked off. I sent it to my daughter. My daughter didn't realize who he was. So I pointed it out. And then she goes, you're taller than him. Or no, I said, I'm noticeably taller than him. And she goes, I can see because you're crouching down. I don't crouch down for no one, all right? There's babies that I don't have to crouch down for, all right?
The girlfriend was a little taller than him.
Yeah, and she was wearing some sort of heels. What was funny is that we looked it up, we didn't. Someone looked it up.
Yeah, someone looked it up. Yeah.
No. Someone looked up how tall he was. Ronnie went a whole different. And she followed me, Ronnie. Just so you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So someone looks up and it says he's 5'4", and I go, I'm 5'4" on a good day. He is not 5'4". All right, because he is noticeably shorter than I am.
Big. Oh yeah, that's the first thing I noticed.
Yeah, but he was very. He just wanted to walk the floor, and I don't think he had a lot of people. And again, if my daughter and I weren't watching Buffy and we didn't have that that connection, how we hang out together, I wouldn't have done that because I don't like bothering people like this. They just want to be there and enjoy themselves. But I got bothered enough. So I might as well bother other people.
Well, wait, hold on. You didn't get bothered to the level of Seth Green,
Tony.
No, really.
It was a lot, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not even trying to stroke my own ego.
It was more people there, and it's another year built up, so it makes sense.
It does. And again, I'm not mad about it. That's all we're.
Would you get recognized at a Waffle House?
No. No. I'd probably be in the shitter. No one would see me.
By the roaches.
So here we Ed and I had to take another picture with my moderator Matthew, or at least his stand-in. He remembered the story from last year because we were like, he kind of looks like Matthew. Like we both noticed. So we had him take a picture. We never even talked to him last year. And when we went up to him again, we're like, do we need to do it? And Ed's like, yeah. So when I went up to him and I was like, you probably don't remember this from last year. And when I told him the story, he was like, oh, I remember that. Like, of course you did, because no one's ever asked you something so stupid. So there's Carson. In the back, you can see Ken. Casey, once again, is photoshopped in. And then we have Billy Harper in the back.
Billy.
He does look like he's photoshopped in again.
And so does Hillbilly and Ken.
And you can see how short Ken is. He's not that tall.
Oh my goodness. Is he?
What?
Well, he's good looking.
So there's Pop Blender, who popped in earlier. We got we got the Cunty Shark and
Savage Land.
That is Savage Land right there. So I don't know if you guys have ever followed Savage Land. Great guy, and he's only like 2 hours away, I think. So he's pretty.
We met him last year, didn't we?
You may have. I didn't meet him, and I remember when I talked to him, he goes, "I saw you, but you were talking to other people, so I didn't want to bother you." And I'm like, "Dude, come on." So, and what was funny is that when we heard Tony, was it you? When we're like, "Is that Savage?" Like we're getting louder and louder, and it took.
Oh yeah, we're trying to get his attention. Yeah.
Yeah, and he finally like heard us and turned. He's like, "Oh my god."
Yeah, that's cool, man.
So. But he was great. Like, he was great. Because since I hadn't met him, other than we did a show together, but yeah, he was great. A lot of fun. loves his GI Joe, man. So, I mean, why else would you be
Yeah,
there?
he's good. He's a good dude. He's a good dude, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many great people that go that make this trip. So I mean,
Yeah. So another again, well, it's my slideshow because I mean I'm in them all because I do them on my phone, but I tried. Yeah, but I tried doing group shots. I mean, sorry that I'm in all the pictures I took of myself. So there we have guns.
sorry, I'm in all the pics I took of myself.
Yeah, Baldy was there. He was the cameraman.
Yeah, I was the camera guy.
So we got GI Bro in the back there, Emerald Knight right next to him. Who's
Classic Fantastic?
Is that Plastic Fantastic?
That's Michael Carmel right there.
Okay.
By Ed.
I couldn't tell. Ed, Tony, War Chest,
Scotty.
Oh, is that Michael in the red shirt?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't tell who that was. All right.
I couldn't either, and I was there. So.
He was very cool. He gave us a bunch of stuff to take home, man.
Wow.
He's awesome.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with all the crappy games.
Well, I gotta pay you to send me my stuff.
No way. I'll probably send it out through work. So so this was another night at the bar, and Zen, you know how it goes. I mean, it was such a fucking blast.
Wish you were there, buddy. Wish you were there.
Yeah, I wish I was too, but I'm glad that you guys all got to go. I'm really happy for Adam and Ronnie getting a chance to get out there. So I'll have another chance.
I totally didn't know they were coming.
So we had to get Ray Murphy, right? Had to get Ray Murphy in a picture.
Oh, man.
We got Darren. This was when he wasn't mad at us about Club Tarkin. Darren, we love you if you're listening. So I think
I love my T-shirt.
Was this after the bar closed?
No, it was still. I think it was still open.
Okay, because the bar did stay open a little bit later this year, but not late enough.
Yeah,
because last year they were closed by 10:30. Like those doors were shut. But they were just. I believe by this. I believe I was shot. I think this was way. I believe this was well after the bar had closed because when I sat down there, I was done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
Rob says the bar closed at 11:30. And I don't think it's closed at 11:30. It seemed like
I think it did for the food. The food closed. Well, Rob yeah.
Last year, last year we all bitched.
We've got to interject. Our Uber's 1 minute away. We're about to head to the airport, so we're going to have to cut it short, I'm afraid.
Have a safe flight, brothers. Have a safe flight.
Thanks, guys.
It's been a pleasure.
I'm going to tell you to have a safe flight. Yeah, I'm going to tell you to have a safe flight, but you're not flying, so it doesn't fucking matter. Tell your pilot to have a safe flight, all right?
And on that note, all right, boys.
Take care, guys.
Speak to you soon.
Peace out,
Take
brother.
it easy.
Be careful.
Take care.
Be safe.
Will do.
All right.
I thought that would be a nice little surprise for you guys.
No, I actually they video messaged me when they were with Matthew, but the reception was awful and they could barely hear me because they were in Buc-ee's at the time.
Oh, okay.
Gosh, yeah, it's crazy loud in there.
So,
Probably.
This
My
one
mom will be home in 5 minutes, so let's get through
You
these.
should have luck. Corey's in the back there. He photobombed because this was right before breakfast. And I take the picture, Corey. I'm like, Corey, I saw you photobomb. But you got same time in the back there. There's Oz right there. There's Debo. Tony, who's behind you again?
Behind me is oh my gosh, I can't remember. It'll come to me. Damn it. He has a lot of stuff to do with video games and stuff.
You're the one that knew him.
I know.
But yeah, so this was before breakfast because we were all going out to eat.
Yeah,
well,
tell
not
E,
all of us,
tell
some of
E
us.
Worthy. He's saying he wants to go next year. Totally worth it.
You don't need to know anyone.
What
you
up,
don't
Trav?
need to know. You don't need to know anyone. You're just gonna. I mean, if you stay at the hotel, you're
Yep.
gonna go down to the lobby and you're gonna start talking to people, right? Like, that's what makes this. That's what makes it so great. You know, it's not like the show ends and you hang out with a couple people and some of you go out to dinner, then you all go home. You're just there. So that's why I said it's so great.
I like Derek back there trying to look all tough.
Trying.
He's like one of the nicest guys I've ever met.
He is. He so is, dude. Derek Debo.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's the four of us. That's Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift, freaking dog.
That's a great shirt, man.
Oh, they loved it.
And Tony got that Operation Monster Force shirt for free. Didn't even have to beg BBTS or nothing.
Well, he's a shill. He's a shill.
Yeah. So these guys were great to hang out with again. You know, they were great to hang out with. You know, in all honesty, you know, but yeah, because bands never come back after they do a final tour. Hey, Baldy, why don't you tell about what is it, Metallica or was it Guns N' Roses that you went to?
Metallica. I've been to their farewell tour 5 times now.
Okay. Anyway, we got to get through this before Baldy's mom.
Yeah.
Hurry up, Baldy's mom's coming home.
Couple
Damn.
minutes, man.
We got to get through the end. Okay. So
yes,
this was the last night. Mikey is awesome. Okay.
Told you.
Had a blast with him. There's stories of things that have happened in past JoeFest that you hear, and then you have him go, I was there, this is what happened, and it's awesome, you know, absolutely awesome. But he was a lot of fun, man. Like, we were there to almost 3 in the morning, right?
Yeah, I'm glad you brought him up to speed on everything. That was cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and this was Sunday, so like we're all planning on leaving. Oh, you know, maybe it was like 2:30 on Sunday. I think we went back to the hotel at like almost 3 on Saturday. So this was still late, and there were still a lot of people there. There's Steven in the background. Then we got a couple of foreigners there. So
yes,
absolute fucking blast. Absolute fucking blast.
All the Irish
dude
hoodlums.
Okay, so they wanted to do another shot because we did this last year. They wanted to do another shot on the steps. Tony, if I showed you, because when I said to the lady, I go, thanks for taking the pictures, and she goes, you're probably not going to thank me when you see the pictures. She took a shitload of pictures, an 8-second video, and they were awful. So there was like two that were the lady that was the reception.
The front desk lady.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
She told you they were going to be awful. Don't be
no. She told me when I went to grab it. I said thank you for it.
Were they blurry or just stupid looking? Or
no, she just kept taking them while we were trying to figure out what we were going to do.
Wow.
Yeah. I normally don't wear shorts, but goddamn, is it hot?
Yeah, it was hot and muggy, but we stayed indoors for the most part.
And then this was, we went back to what's it called?
Nacho Mamas.
Nacho Mama. So
Baldy was there
just like we did last year. Remember, we all took the shot.
Yep.
And then what was fucking crazy is after the shot, I was like, holy fuck, they were there the whole goddamn time.
Look at these crashers.
They were in the window seat, and we're like, oh my god, we didn't even see them. They didn't say hi or nothing.
That was the best.
I'm sitting there trying to edit the fucking picture.
And we're leaving.
And they're like, dude, it's time to leave. I'm like, I'm doing something right now.
I'm doing something.
When you sent that, I know I went through the picture and I was like, wait a second. And I went back.
Travis is rolling.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Because when I cut the picture, it had all four of us, so I had to get rid of everyone or get rid of me and Tony.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're erasing us. Yeah.
That's when you guys you're like, hey, it's time. We got to get going.
I'm glad
like,
you had
I'm
an iPhone. Yeah, I look cute in that picture. Damn.
But that was it, man. That was. I mean, there's a lot more pictures. Obviously, you've seen on Instagram all the stuff that I was posting, and
I haven't thrown mine up yet. Oh my god!
All the pictures that I posted, I'm in them. So, but it was, dude. It was a fucking blast once again. And I'm glad we got to meet a lot of new people. We got to see a lot of people that maybe we only talked to a little bit. Last year. But like meeting Clint Jorgensen, that was awesome. Finally getting to meet Savage Land. Yeah, because he came up behind me and
he came up at the last minute. I'm like, this Clint? Oh shit.
Yeah. And there was his wife and their baby. I mean, their kid must have been they just adopted him. That's why he couldn't go last year. So baby's
the day I met him, the day I met him, that's the same day he was leaving. It was Sunday, right?
I think he only came in for the one day.
Okay.
I think it was Saturday, actually. I think it was Saturday.
Yeah. Oh, maybe it was.
So
I asked you wrong.
I asked you guys this before. I hear my mom coming in with all the cats. So
I've already heard your mom yell at you when I asked you to help me out. So
so let's just real quick. This is your second trip there.
Sorry, Stan, where were you?
There were just group shots I took. It wasn't anything.
Yeah, no. I don't know where you were, fool.
I asked a quick question. We'll let Tony answer first. This was your second trip there. Was it worth it? Would you go again?
It was worth it, and I'd go again. And just from a kind of guy that I don't pack another extra suitcase because I'm going to buy stuff. I'm the one that does. I'm probably the guy that buys the least. I'll look for hats and T-shirts and specialty stuff, but I'm just there for all the homies, man, to hang out because, like I said before, my friends here in Arizona don't do this except for Mark and Cage's Customs. That's about it, And it was a lot of fun. It's always a lot of fun getting to hang out with the people you hang out with online, on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all that shit. And I got to see them all, and more people went this year, and it was crazy. It was fun.
That's awesome.
No, we got to meet Joe Fan 84.
Joe Fan 84. Joe Recondo. I didn't meet him last year. Who was the other one that we thought was Joe Fan?
I never talked. Oh shit! I don't.
Who was
remember
that one?
I don't. I hope you're not listening. So someone came up. It was. I think it was Friday night, and we're like, I thought he said his name was Joe Fan, right? And no one really could hear. And then the next day, Joe Fan comes up and introduces him. I go,
that was
Joe
hilarious.
Hunter. That's Joe Hunter. And I'm like, so the other guy wasn't Joe Fan.
Yeah, and yeah. Oh, so nice to meet you guys. And Rob, he came in real quick. Rob is G.I. Joe _ Customs. And I'm like, freaking Rob, me and Rob talked for a long time. Finally got to meet him and his lady. It was awesome.
I love this.
That was awesome.
So you got Joe Fan and Joe Hunter both.
They were awesome. They were both really great cool, dudes, man.
Listen, I'm glad you guys had a blast. It's just amazing. I'm so glad that Adam and Ronnie made it, and hopefully we'll all get to go at the same time.
Sausage Fest 2025.
So what was really cool is that like I know who Joe Recondo is. I'd seen him. I never talked to him till this year.
Me too.
So it was really cool to like see
Delta 17 live.
We met Gaz.
Gaz, yeah.
You know what's funny? I never talked to
Hans Chow.
Hans Chow, and Hans is like, he's like, we've never talked. I'm like, no, I've never talked to you, man. I'm like, I didn't think you liked me. All you could do is say like, I love your Red Sonja video. Like it made me not read it because she has no underwear on. She has no underwear on. Like
I'm sorry we never talked before, Lawrence. But I'm glad I've met you today. You need to start working out every day like I do on Instagram.
Well, listen,
I love that
anybody
plug.
watching on the fence for next year, go. You're gonna have a blast. You're gonna get to meet a lot of people.
The same thing that's gonna happen next year that happened last year. Right after they see all the pictures, oh, I'm going, I'm not gonna miss it.
This is what I'm doing with my hands. I've had people message me going, how come you're always moving your hands around? I got to keep fidgeting with something.
I mean, with arms like that, it kind of reminds me of Vera DeMilo.
That's what I was doing.
Hi, guys.
Hey, guys.
No, everyone will say they want to go. Then the time's going to come and everyone's going to have an excuse. And that's fine. If you don't have the money, if you don't have the money, you have other things. Again, a lot of us have kids. But I'm telling you, you're not gonna regret going, because I know some people will say it's only for hipsters. People only go there to be seen. The truth is, you're there to hang out and meet other like-minded people. And if you're staying at the hotel, you don't leave. So you just mingle. And the best part is, Zen, you remember this. The whole staff, they don't care. They just let you hang out to whenever.
Yep.
Because the whole place is basically booked just for JoeFest.
Yep. Well, I mean,
Snowcat
it's awesome. If you're on the fence, go. And Mom, I'm wrapping up. All right. She needs the phone, guys.
You didn't do if you would have done the garbage.
I didn't do the garbage. She's just looking at me. I'm just getting the death stare. So thanks everybody for hanging out.
Go watch the Darkline video. You know what she's so mad about.
It just